Everyone, welcome back to unit number 4. The subject is knowledge and curriculum. So we are continuing with this topic of knowledge and curriculum subject for B.Ed first year Mumbai University examination. So I welcome you all. This is Mr. Ravi Ranjan here, and today we are going to discuss about fourth unit of knowledge and curriculum. The content credit goes to the faculties Chitra ma'am, Sasikala ma'am, Neha ma'am and Aditi ma'am, and our principal Dr. Faguni Sa ma'am. So I would like to give a vote of thanks for the fine tuning of this concept as well as the content. Thank you very much. So let's start the video. Now we are discussing about curriculum concept. Curriculum concepts, types and determinants. So we will discuss about curriculum concepts, types and determinants. So in this category we will discuss about curriculum meaning and concept of curriculum, relationship with curriculum framework, syllabus and textbook. Okay, next will be our determinants of curriculum: sociological, psychological, sociological, political, and what are the different types of curriculum: subject centered curriculum and child centered curriculum, hidden curriculum and enacted curriculum. So let's start with the concept. The first section, that is curriculum meaning and concept of curriculum, relationship with curriculum framework, syllabus and textbook. The term curriculum has been derived from the Latin word cursus, means race course, means to run a course. In educational, curriculum means the course of studies to be followed by pupils in their schools, right? Basically it is a course of study that is to be followed by the pupils in their schools. The curriculum includes the totality of the subject matters, activities and experiences constitute of pupils school life. In formal education, a curriculum is a set of courses, their content offered at a school or university. Basically curriculum क्या होता है? जो कोर्स होता है जो स्कूल और यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ाई जाती है, ठीक है. The curriculum is a course of deeds and experiences through which children become more adult or mature adult. The thing is that कि इसके अंदर क्या हो, जो curriculum होता है कुछ course of deeds होते हैं, कुछ work होते हैं जो experience base पे होता है, जिससे कि बच्चे ज़्यादा mature होते हैं और वो adult बन पाते हैं. The curriculum is prescriptive and based on general syllabus which barely specifies which topics must be understood and what level to achieve to get a particular grade or standard. So in order to get a standard, a particular student is taught a particular syllabus and a curriculum is prescribed so that a student can get a particular grade. There are two concepts included in the curriculum. There are two concepts that are included in the curriculum. The first one is the traditional concept and second is the modern concept. So if we'll talk about modern concept is what a student learn by the book. Traditional concept is the concept. So traditional concept is learned from the book. Is that clear? And if we'll talk about a modern concept, traditional concept is learned from the book and modern concept includes physical, affective, psychological, social, cultural, cognitive, moral concepts. So nowadays curriculum consists of two parts, as we have already discussed. The first one is the traditional concept, which refers to the book reading and book understanding concept, while other type of concept relates to the activity based concept that relates to physical, affective, psychological, social, cultural, cognitive and moral concepts. Now if we'll talk about curriculum. So curriculum is again divided into curricular and co-curricular. So curricular relates to the subjective material and the textbook, including the syllabus which is prescribed by the curriculum and the framework. And co-curricular activities also relates to other activities besides the curricular subjects. So according to Crow and Crow, curriculum includes all the experiences that a child receives inside and outside the school. Curriculum includes all the experiences that a child receives inside and outside the school, in a program which is chalked out to help in developing his intellectual, physical, emotional, social, spiritual and moral aspects. So if we'll talk about intellectual, physical, emotional, social aspects, curriculum is an important part of it. Wilson says that anything and everything that teaches a lesson planned or a planned lesson or otherwise is called as considered as curriculum. So that is a well planned lesson. Now next is a curriculum is a body of prescribed educational experiences under school supervision designed to provide an individual with the best possible training and experience to either fit him for the society or which he is a part of to qualify him for a trade of profession. So curriculum also refers to the supervision of an individual which provides the training so that the individual becomes or the children becomes fit for the society and qualify him for a particular trade or profession. Now as we have discussed, now if you talk about a curriculum, right, there is a syllabus which includes it, okay, and a textbook is the central idea of the entire curriculum network, and there is a framework which is designed by the at the national level which is to be taught to the students. Curriculum is closely related to the curriculum framework. The curriculum framework is a precursor to the curriculum. A curriculum framework is a plan that interprets educational aims related to individual and society to arrive at an understanding of the kinds of learning experience that the school must provide to the children. Children curriculum is the sum total of subject learning experiences and activities in school. The curriculum framework provides a roadmap for curriculum development. The curriculum framework is based on certain epistemological beliefs. It has certain psychological and sociological basis. The curriculum framework provides a common base to the educational system of a nation that is very vital in our country, in the country like India, where varieties of languages, religion, culture coexist. A well-constructed curriculum framework is flexible enough to make room for diversity. A well-structured curriculum will help curriculum famous to have a clear vision regarding what curriculum must contain. So it refers to the psychological and the sociological basis. It refers to the various type of religions and the cultures that coexist. Curriculum frameworks also provide a clear vision that what the curriculum must extend, and it is also related to the sum total of all the subjects and the experiences and the activities the students has to carry out. And on the other hand, curriculum is related to the curriculum framework which is decided by the authorities what to teach inside the classroom. Now moving to the next, relationship between curriculum framework and textbook. Now if we will talk about curriculum framework gives aim and textbook supports the course objectives. So curriculum framework is the overall goal that the student has to achieve throughout the entire year, while textbook is a supportive material for the course objectives. Textbook support students learning in an egalitarian ethos. So basically egalitarian ethos refers to the support for the textbook by the textbook for the students. Curriculum framework guides the way to teaching, learning and quality, and the quality textbook guides the teaching learning process. Basically curriculum framework says that how to teach and what should be the guidance for the teaching and learning process, while the textbook guides the entire teaching learning process, right? So basically it refers to the ways, ये बताते हैं कि किस तरह से पढ़ाना है और टेक्स्ट बुक के अंदर क्या पढ़ाना है, ठीक है। तो करिकुलम फ्रेमवर्क ये बताता है कि टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस किस तरह से होना चाहिए और क्वालिटी टेक्स्ट बुक guides the teaching learning process. If moving to the next, curriculum framework refers to overall learning. इसके अंदर ओवरऑल लर्निंग की बात करेंगे. टेक्स्ट बुक हेल्प्स टू प्रोवाइड अपॉर्चुनिटीज फॉर डीपर लर्निंग. अगर हम बात करेंगे करिकुलम फ्रेमवर्क में तो ये ओवरऑल लर्निंग बताते हैं, जबकि हमें क्या पढ़ना है. जबकि हम टेक्स्ट बुक की अगर हम यूज़ करेंगे तो ये हमें बताते हैं कि डीपर लर्निंग, मतलब द डिटेल लर्निंग इज गिवन इन द टेक्स्ट बुक, बट करिकुलम गिव्स एन आइडिया what to study and what is the objectives that is to be fulfilled. Curriculum helps to understand the information to university education faculty, and textbooks helps to understand the content to teacher, student and parent. Basically curriculum helps the information to university. Basically it provides a handle of information, handful of information that is be shared with the university guidelines and the education the faculty, while the textbook helps the entire group, that is the teacher, students and the parents. Now we'll discuss about determinants of curriculum. Determinants of curriculum. Several disciplines impact the curriculum. There are multiple disciplines, multiple things that curriculum is affected. A sound curriculum is based by considering these disciplines, so that discipline is to be found or well maintained. The curriculum of any nation is a product of several strands, each lending its unique set to the curriculum. So basically it refers to the unique set of the curriculum. Basically it's a national product. Yes. Now a curriculum has that identifies or determines the nature of something that fixed or conditions an outcome. To construct a proper curriculum for the nation, those who participates are determinants of the curriculum. So basically curriculum refers to the construct that the nation follows, and those who participates are called as determinants of the curriculum. Now we'll discuss about the determinants of the curriculum. पाठ्यक्रम के निर्धारक, डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ द करिकुलम. कौन कौन से निर्धारक हैं, यानी डिटर्मिनेंट्स कौन कौन से हैं, कौन डिसाइड करता है, कौन कौन निर्धारित करेगा. चलिए, तो पहला है करिकुलम कैसा होना चाहिए. फिलोसफिकल डिटर्मिनेंट्स, राइट, तात्विक निर्धारक. फिलोसफिकल डिटर्मिनेंट, राइट, फिलोसफिकल, साइकोलॉजिकल, सोशियोलॉजिकल, पॉलिटिकल, हिस्टोरिकल, right. So there are 3 P's. ठीक है, हिस्टोरिकल एंड सोशोलॉजिकल, फिलोसफिकल, साइकोलॉजिकल, पॉलिटिकल, हिस्टोरिकल, सोशल. गॉट इट. फिलोसफिकल, साइकोलॉजिकल, पॉलिटिकल, हिस्टोरिकल और सोशियोलॉजिकल, सामाजिक निर्धारक, साइकोलॉजिकल, मानस शास्त्रीय निर्धारक. ओके. सो हिस्टोरिकल इज ऐतिहासिक, पॉलिटिकल इज राजनीतिक. मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट वन, विल डिस्कस द थिंग्स इन डिटेल वन बाय वन. फर्स्ट इज आवर डिटर्मिनेंट्स ऑफ. फर्स्ट डिटर्मिनेंट इज रिफर्ड टू एज philosophical determinant. So determinants of curriculum aims at all round development of the individual. All round development of individual is managed by philosophical determinants. Philosophy of education, that is called PSD, provides rules and regulations, right, rules and principles which lead the decision making regarding educational practices and policy planning, right. So it refers to the policy planning. Philosophical determinants based on educational, philosophical based principle, national objectives and educational thinking. So it refers to the educational thinking, right. Next is your national objectives, based principle. Okay, next is educational philosophy. If you talk about एजुकेशनल फिलॉसफी के अंदर क्या है कि अगर जैसा कि अभी तक हम लोगों ने देखा कि एजुकेशनल पॉलिसी, एजुकेशनल डिटर्मिनेंट, अगर हम बात करें एजुकेशनल प्रैक्टिसेस की बात करें तो उसके अंदर पॉलिसी प्लानिंग भी इंक्लूडेड है. ठीक है. एजुकेशनल फिलॉसफी, द प्रिवेलिंग एजुकेशनल फिलॉसफी ऑफ द नेशन, द फिलॉसफी दैट द रूलर्स बिलीव इन and the philosophy they followed by the school all determine the nature of the curriculum. एजुकेशनल फिलॉसफी के अंदर क्या होगा कि नेशन की रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, हम लोग किस चीज़ में बिलीव करते हैं और किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है, ये हम बात करें. जैसे इन इंडिया वी फॉलो डेमोक्रेटिकल सिस्टम एंड हैंस डेमोक्रेटिक वैल्यूज़ आर रिफ्लेक्टेड इन आवर प्रेजेंट करिकुलम. तो हम लोग डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम है तो डेमोक्रेटिक वैल्यूज़ क्या होता है, डिस्प्ले होता है हमारे सिस्टम में. नेशनल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स एंड पॉलिसीज़, एवरी नेशन हैज़ वेरिंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स डिपेंडेंट ऑन द प्रिवेलिंग कंडीशंस, प्रॉब्लम्स फेस्ड बाय द नेशन, global conditions, policies followed by the government in power, need of the country and kind of people are factors that have influence on the curriculum, population, environment. So they have the different global conditions, right, and the problems which are set and which are faced by the problems are comes under the psychological philosophical determinants. Okay, like population control and environmental control. Schools of thought. So we will recap it once again. Natural objectives and policies. Every nation has varying objectives depending on the prevailing conditions faced by the nation, global conditions, policies by the government, power and need of the country and kind of people and the factors that have an influence on the curriculum, population, environment and all. Schools of thought. Various schools of thought as pragmatism, idealism, naturalism and realism influence curriculum. The curriculum decided by authorities for the curriculum frameworks is based on the schools of thought. Education in Shanti Niketan is based on naturalism.